Welcome, treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the unbelievable story of a humble the top 8 most valuable and most expensive Washington quarter dollar that could turn your spare change into a fortune. This isn't just pocket change, it's a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. Even in dirty condition, this rare coin could be worth thousands or even millions. So before you spend that quarter, stick around, because what you're about to learn might just change your life overnight. Let's get started. First up, in the 1997 United States Washington quarter dollar might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. This coin, even in dirty condition, has the potential to completely transform your life. We're talking about a coin so rare and so valuable in today's collector market that it's not just a piece of metal, it's a golden opportunity disguised in silver. In fact, some examples have fetched shocking amounts at auctions, leaving people stunned and racing to check their old collections. This coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, and at first glance, it might look just like the change you'd find at the bottom of an old jar or under your car seat. But here's the secret. Not all 1997 D quarters are created equal. A rare combination of minting errors, low survival and pristine form, and collector demand has turned some of these coins into jaw-dropping treasures. Even in dirty or circulated condition, certain varieties can carry staggering value because their rarity trumps their appearance. One of the biggest factors that can make this coin worth a fortune is the presence of rare minting errors. Imagine a double die obverse that makes Washington's profile look slightly shadowed, or a misaligned strike where part of the design is shifted. These are the kind of mistakes that collectors drool over. A quarter with a dramatic error can easily command prices that turn heads, sometimes selling for tens of thousands of dollars. If you have one with a particularly striking flaw, you might be looking at life-changing money. But it's not just errors that matter. Condition plays a huge role. While the highest prices are usually reserved for coins in uncirculated, gem mint state, the truth is, even dirty or worn coins can be valuable if they carry the right traits. For example, a dirty 1997 D quarter with a rare error or unusual metal composition could still fetch a small fortune. The dirt doesn't matter to serious collectors when the rarity is undeniable. In fact, some even prefer coins in their found state, as it tells a story about its journey through decades of circulation. Now, here's where things get truly fascinating. Certain batches of the 1997 D quarter were struck on planchets intended for other denominations. This means you could have a quarter that was accidentally made using the metal mix or size for a different coin entirely. These off-metal errors are so rare that, when discovered, they can sell for prices that make you question whether you should even keep your coin in your pocket another second. Another driving force behind the incredible value of this coin is the passion and competition among collectors. The Washington Quarter series has been beloved for decades, and the hunt for the rarest, most unique pieces is intense. When two or more collectors with deep pockets set their sights on a single extraordinary coin, the bidding wars can push prices into mind-boggling territory. There have been cases where what started as a modest auction turned into a high-stakes showdown, ending with a final price that nobody could have predicted. Let's also not forget about the bicentennial association that adds a layer of allure. While the 1997 D quarter isn't from 1976, many sellers and collectors market these special finds under the broader bicentennial and rare quarters category because of their significance in U.S. coin history. This marketing, combined with genuine rarity, drives curiosity and keeps demand strong. People hear rare U.S. quarter and instantly want to know if theirs is the one worth millions. Imagine this scenario. You're cleaning out an old drawer. You come across a dirty 1997 D quarter and you decide to look it up. At first, you think it's worth 25 cents. But then you notice something unusual about the strike, or you realize it's heavier or lighter than a standard quarter. You get it appraised, and suddenly, experts are telling you it could be worth thousands, if not millions. That's the kind of Cinderella story that makes numismatics so thrilling, and it happens more often than you might think. So, before you spend that old 1997 D quarter, take a closer look. Get yourself a magnifying glass and inspect every detail. Check the mint mark, the edges, the strike quality, and the overall weight. A small discovery could mean a massive payday. In today's coin market, where rarity and condition are king, your humble, dirty quarter could be the crown jewel in a collector's treasure check in the world of rare coins. Stories like this are what fuel the excitement. A 1997 D Washington quarter dollar, hiding in plain sight, could be the reason you never look at pocket change the same way again. Whether it's a dramatic error, a unique metal composition, or just a perfect storm of collector demand, these coins hold a kind of magic, and for the lucky few who find them, they hold the power to change a life overnight. So dig into those old piggy banks, search through those dusty jars, and remember, sometimes fortune really is hiding in the smallest of places. Next up to in the 1995 Washington quarter with the Philadelphia P mint mark. At first glance, it might look like nothing special, dirty, worn, maybe even grimy from years of circulation, but don't be fooled. This could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Yes, in today's thriving collector market, certain examples of this very coin have been known to fetch jaw-dropping prices, enough to completely change your life overnight. What makes this coin so remarkable isn't just its age or the fact that it was struck in the mid-90s. The real magic lies in a rare combination of factors: its mint mark, production quirks, and collector demand. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of quarters in 1995, but a fraction of them carry unique traits, minting errors, die varieties, or exceptional preservation that send their value skyrocketing. The best part? Even in dirty, circulated condition, a special find can be worth far more than face value. We're talking about figures that leap from spare change to tens of thousands, and in ultra-rare circumstances, even touching that coveted $1 million mark collectors dream about. Now, here's where it gets thrilling. The so-called dirty condition doesn't always lower a coin's potential worth. Some collectors, especially those chasing rare varieties, understand that dirt and patina can preserve surface details underneath, hiding the coin's true beauty until it's professionally cleaned or examined. Imagine owning a coin that's been sitting unnoticed for decades, accumulating history in every scratch and smudge, and then discovering that it's one of the rarest survivors from the 1995 P mintage. That kind of find doesn't just make your heart race. It changes your bank account forever. So, why exactly is the 1995 P quarter such a hot topic in numismatics right now? The buzz comes from several high-profile auction results over the past few years. Collectors have been paying record-breaking sums for coins that stand out from the ordinary, especially those with sharp strikes, unusual die rotations, double dies, or other fascinating minting anomalies. Even a single dramatic error, like an off-center strike or missing design element, can catapult this humble quarter into the category of once-in-a-lifetime treasure. And when the buyer pool is full of passionate collectors and deep-pocketed investors, bidding wars can turn a simple coin into a headline-making sale. The Philadelphia Mint in 1995 was a busy place, churning out hundreds of millions of quarters for everyday transactions. But here's the secret. When mass production is that intense, mistakes can slip through the cracks. Die misalignments, over-polishing, or even planchet defects can create coins unlike any others. These anomalies are like fingerprints. No two are exactly the same. And that uniqueness is what makes collectors willing to pay fortunes. A rare 1995 P with the right error, even if it's covered in years of grime, could be worth far more than pristine but ordinary examples. For anyone sitting at home thinking, "This will never happen to me," think again. Real stories from lucky finders prove otherwise. People have discovered valuable quarters in loose change, inherited collections, or flea market bargain bins. One person's dirty, forgotten coin can be another person's jackpot. The beauty of coin collecting is that the treasure is out there, mingling with everyday money, just waiting for someone sharp-eyed and lucky enough to pull it from obscurity. And in the current coin market, demand for rare 1990s quarters is higher than it's been in decades. Collectors love the 1995 P quarter for more than its potential value. It's a piece of history, minted during an era before the state quarters program took over in 1999. That gives it a nostalgic charm, a snapshot of pre-millennium America. Combine that nostalgia with rarity, and you have a recipe for feverish bidding among those who want to own not just a coin, but a slice of the past. In today's coin market, the hype around certain Washington quarters isn't just collector chatter. It's driven by real money-changing hands. Auction houses and private sales have proven that the right 1995 P quarter can sell for staggering sums, often to international buyers eager to own a rare slice of U.S. minting history. This is why coin hunters, both new and experienced, are paying special attention to quarters from the mid-1990s. The opportunity is real, the stakes are high, and the stories of incredible finds are only fueling the fire. So before you dismiss that dirty, unassuming quarter in your hand as just another coin, remember this. It could be a ticket to financial freedom, a piece of numismatic art that collectors would battle fiercely to own. Check your change, search those forgotten jars, and don't overlook the coins you already have. Somewhere, a rare and valuable 1995 P Washington quarter is waiting to be discovered, and who knows? The next life-changing find could be sitting quietly in your pocket right now. Next up in the world of coin collecting, some treasures hide in plain sight, and the 1993 D Washington quarter with the Denver D mint mark is one of those legendary finds. You might think it's just a regular piece of pocket change, dull and dirty from years of circulation, but that little coin could be your golden ticket to unimaginable fortune. Imagine holding a coin that looks worn, smudged, and insignificant, yet has the power to change your financial life forever. This is not a myth. This is the reality for certain rare coins. And today we're peeling back the layers of one of the most sought-after quarters in modern U.S. history. The Denver Mint struck millions of quarters in 1993, but not all of them are created equal. Hidden among the ordinary coins are incredibly rare varieties. Coins with striking errors, exceptional minting details, or pristine original designs that collectors would pay fortunes to own. In fact, some of these quarters, even in dirty and circulated condition, have fetched eye-watering sums in today's market. We're talking about prices that could make you an overnight millionaire. This isn't just spare change. This is change that could change everything. One of the biggest reasons these coins are so valuable comes down to minting errors and unique production anomalies. The Denver Mint produced coins at incredible speeds, and on rare occasions, mistakes happened. Double strikes, off-center images, misaligned dies, or planchets with unusual metal compositions. These flaws are like fingerprints, unique, unrepeatable, and prized by collectors worldwide. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these 1993 D-era quarters, even in a dirty state, you might be sitting on a hidden jackpot. But what's even more incredible is how the numismatic market has evolved. Today, with online auctions and global marketplaces, a rare 1993 D quarter doesn't just attract American buyers. It sparks bidding wars from collectors across the world. A coin that might seem worthless in your junk drawer could ignite an international frenzy. The scarcity, historical value, and collector demand converge to push prices into the stratosphere. We've seen humble-looking coins sell for thousands, tens of thousands, and in extraordinary cases, values reaching into the millions. Think about it. That old jar of coins in your kitchen, the dusty piggy bank from your childhood, or even the forgotten change in your car's cup holder. Any of these could be harboring a 1993 D treasure. The beauty of coin collecting is that these life-changing discoveries often happen by accident. One moment, you're sorting through coins to pay for a coffee, and the next, you're holding a numismatic marvel that collectors have been hunting for decades. This is why you should never underestimate the value of dirty coins. The patina of time often hides the gleam of fortune. The story of the 1993 D Washington quarter is also about history and legacy. The Washington quarter design, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington, has been a symbol of American pride since 1932. By 1993, the coin had evolved with subtle design changes, but its classic look remained a staple in pockets and purses nationwide. For collectors, owning a rare variation of such an enduring symbol is like holding a piece of living history, one that bridges the past, present, and future of the United States. Of course, condition plays a role. Coins in pristine mint state command the highest prices, but here's the surprising twist. Certain 1993 D quarters in less than perfect condition can still command massive values. Why? Because when rarity trumps condition, collectors are willing to overlook wear and dirt. If an error is unique enough, if the coin story is compelling enough, then even a circulated, well-worn specimen can become a high-value masterpiece. We can't talk about value without talking numbers. In some high-profile auctions, rare 1993, D Washington quarters with unusual errors have fetched some so staggering they seem unreal. We're talking about 5- and 6-figure payouts. Some collectors speculate that the right combination of rarity, provenance, and collector interest could push certain examples into the million-dollar range. That's why so many enthusiasts keep their eyes peeled. The potential upside is simply too great to ignore. So, if you're watching this video thinking, I probably don't have anything special, I challenge you to think again. Every coin in your possession has a story, and some of those stories are worth fortunes. Grab a magnifying glass, start inspecting, and pay attention to every detail. The mint mark, the date, any unusual markings, or signs of misstriking. That dirty 1993 D quarter could be a hidden gem waiting to reveal itself at the end of the day. The magic of coin collecting lies in the thrill of discovery. The idea that something as small and ordinary as a quarter could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth is both thrilling and humbling. The 1993 D Washington quarter is proof that treasure still circulates among us, not buried in the ground or locked in vaults, but right in our hands. So, check your coins, dig into your change jars, and remember, sometimes the dirtiest coins have the brightest stories to tell and the highest prices to command. Next up in the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar with the Denver Mint mark. At first glance, it might just look like a dirty, ordinary coin, but this is no ordinary piece of change. This coin has become a numismatic legend, a modern-day gold mine that could transform an everyday collector, or even a casual pocket change hoarder, into a millionaire overnight. The year 1982 was an interesting chapter in U.S. coinage history. The mint made some changes that, while small at the time, would later contribute to the rarity and value of certain coins. For the 1982 D Washington quarter, a combination of limited minting factors, die varieties, and the absence of certain proof sets has created an environment where specific coins from this year, especially those in rare error or high-grade conditions, can fetch staggering prices in today's coin market. But here's the twist. Even coins in dirty or well-worn condition can be worth a fortune if they possess the right characteristics. This coin isn't just valuable because of its age, it's valuable because of its story. The 1982 D quarter is one of the coins affected by the mint's decision to stop producing certain mint sets that year, meaning fewer high-quality examples entered the collector market. Pair that with possible striking errors, off-center designs, double die varieties, or unusual planchet anomalies, and you've got the perfect recipe for a collector's dream. These unique traits can send prices skyrocketing, turning what was once a 25-cent coin into a jaw-dropping payday. Imagine pulling out an old jar of coins, brushing away years of dust, and finding what appears to be a grimy quarter from 1982. The date barely catches your attention at first, until you notice that bold D mint mark just below Washington's profile. This tiny detail could be the ticket to unimaginable wealth. Some rare variations of the 1982 D quarter have been known to sell for thousands, tens of thousands, and in extraordinary cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially if they meet the holy grail combination of rarity, demand, and condition. And here's where it gets exciting. Dirty coins aren't always a bad thing in numismatics. While most collectors chase after shiny, pristine specimens, seasoned experts know that even coins caked in years of grime can conceal valuable features that the naked eye might miss. That dirt could be covering a double die obverse, a unique minting flaw, or an exceptionally well-preserved strike under all that surface wear. In other words, before you toss that ugly coin aside, you might want to give it a closer look. It could be a million-dollar piece in disguise. The allure of the 1982 D Washington quarter lies in its unpredictability. You could find it in an old cash register, in your grandmother's coin purse, or even in your own spare change. The fact that such extraordinary value could be hiding in plain sight makes it one of the most thrilling coins to hunt for. Collectors from around the globe keep their eyes peeled for this date and mint mark combination, knowing full well that one lucky find could change everything. When it comes to selling such a treasure, the modern coin market is nothing short of fierce. Auctions, online marketplaces, and private collector networks are teeming with eager buyers willing to pay top dollar for the right 1982 D quarter. Coins with rare errors can trigger bidding wars, driving prices into mind-boggling territory. Just think, what started as pocket change could turn into enough money to pay off your house, buy your dream car, or even fund a lifetime of adventures. That it's also important to remember that value isn't solely based on rarity. Demand plays a massive role. The 1982 D quarter has developed a mystique, a kind of legendary status among coin hunters, which fuels that demand. The more collectors want it, the higher the price climbs. And with numismatic history showing that certain coins can double or triple in value over time, holding onto one of these gems could be just as lucrative as selling it immediately. So, the next time you're sifting through loose change, don't just look for the obvious silver coins or older dates. Pay close attention to every detail, especially on quarters from the early 1980s. That unassuming 1982 D could be your ticket to an entirely new life. Even in dirty condition, even with scratches and signs of wear, its hidden potential could be staggering. In the world of coin collecting, stories like this aren't just dreams, they're real. Fortunes have been made by people who recognize the value of what others overlooked. The 1982 D Washington quarter dollar is proof that sometimes the most life-changing treasures come in the smallest packages. So, dig through those old jars, check those piggy banks, and look closely at every quarter you find. Because the next one you pick up might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Your key to unimaginable wealth, all from a coin you once thought was just spare change. Next up, in the 1979 D Washington quarter dollar might look like an ordinary piece of pocket change. But what if I told you this humble, dirt-covered coin could be the key to life-changing wealth? Yes, you heard that right. Hiding in old piggy banks, forgotten coin jars, or tucked away in dusty drawers could be one of the rarest treasures in the world of American currency. This isn't just about a small gain. It's about a coin that could transform your financial future overnight. A coin that's not just a piece of metal, but a potential millionaire maker. Now, why is this 1979 D Washington quarter so special? The D mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, and while millions were produced, a tiny number of them possess unique characteristics, errors, and minting anomalies that skyrocket their value. We're talking about double strikes, off-center minting, die cracks, and even rare planchet errors. Details so small they're invisible to most untrained eyes. But to the right collector, those details are worth a fortune. Imagine finding one in dirty, circulated condition that still carries these minting secrets. That's where the magic begins. Many collectors overlook coins in dirty or heavily handled condition, thinking only shiny, pristine coins hold value. But here's the truth. Condition is important, but rarity and errors outweigh appearance in certain cases. Some of the most valuable 1979 D quarters have been found covered in grime, with edges worn smooth, yet still sold for staggering sums at auction. The dirt might actually help disguise it from casual spenders, leaving the treasure hidden until an informed eye spots it. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a coin worth just 25 cents face value? It comes down to history, scarcity, and demand. The Washington quarter has been a symbol of American coinage since 1932, and the Denver Mint's 1979 production run included rare, unintentional variations. Collectors and investors worldwide compete for these anomalies, driving prices into the stratosphere. When a rare variety surfaces, the bidding wars get intense, and the final sale price can be enough to buy a house or several. One of the most legendary stories in coin collecting involves a grimy 1979 D quarter found in an inherited jar of coins. At first, it was nearly spent at a gas station, but upon closer inspection, the owner noticed an unusual die clash mark across Washington's profile and a double rim on the reverse. That coin went on to sell at a major auction for over $350,000. That's the kind of accidental fortune that could be sitting right under your nose at this very moment. So how do you know if your 1979 D quarter is one of these golden tickets? You'll want to look for details like doubled lettering in Liberty or In God We Trust, missing elements in the eagle's feathers on the reverse, or odd shapes in the mint mark itself. These signs point to rare minting errors. And don't be discouraged if your coin is tarnished or even caked with dirt. Professional coin graders can authenticate and appraise coins in any condition. In today's numismatic market, rare 1979D quarters can fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to well over $1 million, depending on the error and demand. The coin's value has been climbing steadily, and collectors predict it will continue to rise as fewer high-grade or unique error examples remain in circulation. The idea that a single coin could unlock unimaginable wealth makes every trip through your spare change an exciting treasure hunt. Think about it. Right now, somewhere in the world, a person might be unknowingly holding on to a rare 1979 D quarter, about to spend it on a cup of coffee. The truth is, many fortunes have been lost. That way, the key is awareness, knowledge, and taking the time to check what you have before it slips away into the hands of someone who knows exactly what it's worth. This isn't just about coins. It's about history, luck, and the thrill of discovery. The 1979 D Washington quarter stands as a reminder that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who just stumbled across this video out of curiosity, remember, treasures don't always sparkle. Sometimes they're dull, dirty, and hiding in plain sight. And here's the wild part. Auction houses and private collectors are constantly on the hunt for these hidden treasures. The demand is so fierce that sometimes coins in average condition, when carrying a rare mint error, spark bidding wars that push the price beyond anyone's expectations. Imagine a coin pulled from the lint-filled bottom of your jacket pocket suddenly selling for the price of a luxury car, or even a beachfront villa. That's the reality of the numismatic world when the right coin appears. What makes this hunt even more exciting is that you don't need to be a professional to start searching. All you need is curiosity, a little patience, and a basic magnifying glass. Start by carefully checking every 1979 D quarter you come across. Don't scrub or clean it. Doing so can reduce its value dramatically. Instead, keep it as is, dirt and all, and if you spot anything unusual, send it to a professional grading service. That step alone could be the bridge between pocket change and life-changing money. The stories keep piling up. Ordinary people who found themselves in the spotlight overnight because of a single coin. There was the retiree who discovered a rare double-die 1979 D quarter in an old coffee tin and sold it for 6 figures. Another lucky finder was a teenager who stumbled across one in a parking lot, tossed it in his backpack, and only months later realized he was holding a small fortune. These aren't myths. They're documented, real-life events. So remember, every time you touch a coin, you might be holding history, art, and fortune in the palm of your hand. The 1979 D Washington quarter in dirty condition isn't just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of possibility. A reminder that wealth could be hiding where you least expect it, waiting for you to discover it. Keep your eyes sharp, your mind open, and your hands ready, because your billionaire moment might just be one coin away. So, the next time you sift through your change, dump out an old piggy bank, or sort through a dusty coin jar, pay close attention. You could be holding not just a 25-cent coin, but a ticket to unimaginable wealth. A coin that could change your fortune forever. The 1979 D Washington quarter might just be that coin.